maybe one day I will be consistent with my announcements and thoughts when I will actually start doing the next stream. But for now, I think maybe I'll just decide, alright, I'll see y'all next time. Keep an eye out on the channel or Twitter for announcements. I usually try to say on Twitter if I'm going to be doing anything soon or not. But anyway, yeah, I made it up here, finally, after I got off. Again, there are guides, other guides here on YouTube that'll show you how to actually get up here. But there is a sightseeing spot up here. Hooray! And it is a nice view of the city. There's various angles and stuff. You can see the districts down there. The consulates. Parts of the city that we're not allowed to see. So you can tell that these cities and general like countries we visit, we only ever actually get to see a small portion of them. Anyway, there's the top of the inn where that other sightseeing spot I showed you earlier. Now, we'll see if I manage to not completely screw this up. It's about a 50-50 chance whether I can make it or not. Let's hope I don't embarrass myself. I probably will. Alright. I think I am too far. Yeah. Oh well. That's how you get up there, though. You have to aim it just right. The jump point, I hear, is, and what has worked for me whenever I actually, you know, manage to aim and hit buttons at the right time, is the little gold decoration, like you see up there. There's a little gold decoration that's right next to where I was running to. When you hit that, that's when you jump, and you sprint before you get out there. As long as you're angled right, you should hit it. Like I said, at this point I'm kind of 50-50 on whether or not I hit it. If I'm lucky, I'll hit it. Another way to get up there is if someone is already standing up there who is a healer or a red mage or a summoner. They can, and if you are a blue mage, you can self-destruct and they will resurrect you up there. That's kind of, I guess, the cheating way, but it works. And I have, on the occasions that I've been up there and I've just been chilling up there, I will sometimes just shout out, "Hey, free reses, come get your sightseeing spot." Anyway. Just woke up, already yawning. Whee! This is off to a great start. Let's go back to Lisa and Alice. There's no mistaking that design, it has to be them. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor! I'm sorry, that phrase, they say it so much in this game, it's kind of insane. I think they've dropped off saying it quite so much as of Shadowbringers, but it was just all over the place before that. It just kind of, it kind of drove me insane. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Alright, let's go. And as you saw, I already attuned to the Aetheryte, so no worries about that. There's a Falcon Porter over here, which is their substitute for Chocobos, since if you play through 7th Astral Era, when the Doman refugees arrive, You find out that there are no chocobos in this part of the world. So, they use these falcons instead. Speaking of chocobos, at some point off screen, I probably should go do that quest that lets me summon my chocobo. This should make things easier. Also, what is that red thing in my inventory? Oh, it's the picture of Kugane and Gosetsu. Okay. Look who I found. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Orthar's shores? Oh, Gosetsu's gotten himself captured by the Empire. I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject? No? Then what do you want, a second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revan's Toll. Really, Lise? I have my doubts, girl. If anyone's the one who's supposed to be good with people, it's the Warrior of Light who's gotten everyone's trust and stuff and things. Not that Shara is particularly good with people, but her mom was. Alright. Dansui. There he is then, our illustrious leader. Speak. No need to be shy. It's never this simple, not with pirates. If they're anything like Carvalane, then may the gods have mercy on us all. On second thought, maybe I shouldn't be the one to do this. God, embarrassing how much I'm yawning already. It's insane. Greetings. You must be Rasho, the leader of the Confederacy and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably already broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, sorry about that, but you have to understand we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Alright, let's just copy her. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. And so I'm the one who talks about it all. Yes, yes. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor. However, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperials out of Asari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region. We would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remain a secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight. Now why should we fight? Now why should we fight in your stead? If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid or succor. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. There they are. Okay. Double check. Alright. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Hey, Shara. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we are of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. So what's my dancer at? Both at 64, okay. So now we need to go snooping. Merchant, mender, arms crate. Let's dig around in this bucket. Man, I wish I had half the energy my cats have right now. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. They've got plenty to eat by the look of it, though it's mostly the same stuff. I wonder if they trade much with outsiders. If I were an ally, say, where would I be? There she is. Such unusual designs. Unlike the standards of most nations and organizations, they have chosen to incorporate a variety of symbols, a testament to their diverse heritage. Maybe. Or maybe they just like lots of colorful designs. Let's see. Probably one place is out here on the boat. If memory serves. It has been a while since I played through Stormblood. Oh, yep, there's one. Taking an interest in the ship? Good eye. She's not much to look at, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? Bowing to the whims of the Imperials. What sort of pirates are you? This guy's name is Bankai. If you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, you will be stripped of everything you have, including the very clothes on your back. Yeah. This guy's just staring at me. This guy is white. Like, he's almost as white as my girl here. Lols. He's gonna get sunburned. Alright, somewhere around here. Ah, probably down. Yeah. I see that sparkle. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. So now we need to go find Alice again and report that what we have found. Just saying, when Shaolin was here, she probably tried to eat every single one of these fish hanging on these lines. She probably, like, almost had to restrain herself from stealing them. She would have desperately wanted to eat every one of them because she's a little bit addicted to fish. It's kind of a thing of hers. Had a good look around, but then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yahtzee. I don't know if you two got a different impression. Under the right circumstances, they might help us. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in a fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Yay, doing that thing that I always do. Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn somebody's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around on the western end of Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. Fending better than what I currently have. We also learn the eastern bow. Alright, I am generally getting more slightly better gear that I need to be equipping at some point. I probably should do that when I'm in Kugane next, so I can get the glamour plate put on before I go do too many other things. Kami take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Aokumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. Well then. Okay. That's almost bear. His name almost means blue bear or green bear, but I'm more inclined to think blue bear. Anyway, I'm overanalyzing things. Come at the behest of Afami for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. And down and around we go. Let's see, let's get the bike out. Also, west. 20 Elms west. I literally hear it. Okay, I think I know where it is. Hold on. Yep, there it is. Good thing I checked. How many do I need still? Let's see. Ruby C, that was 2 out of 4. Southeast. I could probably get there, it'd just take a bit. Might as well see if I can head that way. Actually, we'll probably be heading there later, so no real need. But flight is so good to have. I'm glad it's a thing they decided to implement in the game. There you are. Ugh. Why does it shift and shutter still? Here. Drink this. Medicines? Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afame. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Well, he's determined. We can give him that. The Ruby Sea music is interesting. It's a really interesting little tune. Up, up, up. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He was hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and his brothers. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday? I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Time so we unfold it all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. But there's no Xenos out here. Shallan would not be happy out here. And Shara, well, as long as you give her someone to fight, Shara would be probably happy. Find her a worthy foe and she'd be happy. She probably wouldn't mind, actually, the pirate life for a little while. I don't know, sticking to codes might be a little beyond her. She'd probably do it, but she wouldn't understand the purpose of it. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're at it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. I would not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Well then, that's, you killed a baby walrus. How does that make you feel as a person? Oh look, the giant snail fantasy is here. Alright, around, this way, and here. Alright, let's kill Mama Gyuki before we butcher baby Gyuki. I don't have Bloodfest yet. Why don't I have Bloodfest yet? I also don't have continuation. I'm missing so many things. And why don't we, like, butcher the tail meat off the mama here? Because I'm sure there's a lot more meat on the big old mama than there was on the baby. But, you know, just doing what we're told, I guess. It's taken a long time to chop this tail off. And around we go again. Try to avoid Mr. Snail Fantasy. Along with everything else that wants to murder me. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Guki corpse. Here, have your arrows and your meat. I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. I would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Guki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows, too, must be reused when possible. A prudent measure became necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Guki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. You there. You. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, or horn, since they don't exactly... you can't find... anyway. I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Alright, let's go find this boy. It's a little ridiculous, the size difference between Aura males and females. The males, are about Elezen height, maybe even taller generally, while the females are as small, if not smaller, than Makote. It's a little weird. Alright, let's look here for our boy. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, and at last spy a young Auri man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a woman of the Confederacy. Alice sent to look for you. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent hither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. It has turned quite cloudy suddenly. Still have a couple in-game hours before true nighttime, and it's just... these clouds are quite thick. I think it's going to be storming soon or something. Which wouldn't be surprising. It storms quite a bit out here in Ruby Sea. Oh, leave me alone, jellyfish. So what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? He was keeping vigil for someone you sent out yesterday. What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel. Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Now we have another thing. Hold on. Nope, still no blue. I know one of the blue things is gonna open up a side dungeon. Not here. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. We'll just be a hot minute before we get there. You've been busy, haven't you? Now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately, we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to cull the thieving bastards regularly. So it happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Okay. Give me the smelly fish. Such a waste. Shallan would be very sad. Alright. Where do we got to bait these things? Somewhere out here. Here's one place. I'll be hitting 65 soon with Gunbreaker. Which is a nice little boost considering this is the 62, 63 area. All the debuffs. Alright. That's one. Now, where's the other place? Here, Sharky, Sharky, Sharky. There it is. The sharks. There we go. That is 2 dead sharks. Now let's see if we can go find these other people. There's a Fae. Leave me alone, jellyfish. Industrious pirate. Being confronted by a Kugane, apparently. It is a nice change that they put the whole combo on just the one button. Far fewer buttons taking up space. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? No. Oh, it has become nighttime officially. Damn. Before the Kugane started chasing us, their leader asked if we were Doman. They're Yatsu's catchers, I know it. First Isari and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Just out here looking for any Domans that she can get her revenge on. For the way she was treated. more to Allie say, huh? What about those comrades separated stuff things? Let's see. This way, I guess. Elise? We've been keeping busy. How about... Oh, no, you got that look. What happened now? Oh, there you are, Shara. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think we've proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? I mean, there's people out there that could be dying. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates? Surely Yatsu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he cannot. What about those people that got separated from? We should probably go save them. That would probably earn us stuff. Tansui, what are you talking about? Let's get this over with, shall we? Lively conversation.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
Endure, survive, live.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Sure, Allie say. You got your brother's brains as much as you don't think you do. Ask me again later.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Dome, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kugane.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Yeah, sure. We can do it. It's what I do. I kill gods, after all.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on her own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Oh, so that's where I got that phrase. I don't know, I've had a few characters say that phrase quite a bit in my... and stuff. So words are air. That's where I think I first heard it. I probably need the aiming stuff. Probably. Alright, and there is a blue quest. Let's go do this blue quest. Is there only one? There's only one, okay. Must get Aether Currents. Splat. Earrings. Oh right, I have that earring on, so yeah, nothing, no better earrings. Your clothes, your manner, you must be a woman of Eorzea. Do you know the East Aldenard Trading Company, then? I hear they're a fairly prosperous vendor where you're from. Your acquaintances with the Kugane branch office owner. Oh, the chief's been searching high and low for a well-connected woman such as yourself. Oh, but before we get into that, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hanasaku, and you would be... Shara Galvashranaj. Shara, that should be easy enough to remember. Now, Shara, do me a favor and meet with the chief, would you? Ever since those damn Garleans strengthened their grip on Hingashi, our contacts with Kugane have quit trading with us. He really could use your help in establishing a new business partner. Please, I wouldn't ask it if I wasn't desperate. You see, I only just joined the Confederacy. Life's been hard, really hard, for me lately. If things were to fall apart here, I'd have nowhere to go. To the west of this place is a tiny lodge. The chief should be there. Shafan wants to talk in party chat, apparently. There's no party members for you to talk to, Ashi. Unfortunately, I cannot leave my post to show you there, but I trust you'll find it easily enough. I'm counting on you, Shara. He found a mousey. Now he's playing with said mousey. Again, if only I could have a fraction of the energy that they currently have. It's kind of crazy. Well, this is a thing I ran into here. Suzume. As you can see, we are currently in the middle of something important. Come back later. Instead of standing there and gawping, help me out with these ropes, goddammit! I swear to the gods you're going to regret doing this. Gentlemen, Since you refuse to pay the ruby tithe with coin, you shall instead be paying with your blood. I believe an arm each will suffice. Wait! We're with the East Alnar Trading Company. I suggest you think twice about this. When word gets back, you'll be the ones to pay. Oh, well, you should have said so sooner. Suzume, see that our distinguished guests are escorted to our best room in the dungeons. I shall go and sharpen my knives. You heard the man. Get up and start walking. Y'all have dungeons? Where do you even have dungeons here? I trust you stuck around this long because there was something you wished to discuss with me. Make it quick. As you can see, I'm a very busy man. So at last we are joined by someone actually associated with the East Alnar Trading Company. Excellent. The Kami have thrown us a lifeline, sir. That said, what was the fool thinking? Hansaku should have had the courtesy to accompany our honored guest here. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf, Mistress. Ah, it seems the ill manners of our subordinate have begun to run off on us. We have not yet introduced ourselves. I am Tsukikage, and this is my right hand, Suzume. Well, it seems Hansaku has touched upon the gist of our troubles. Please allow me to fill you in on the details. As you know, all boats seeking safe passage through Ruby Sea must pay our levy, the Ruby Tithe. Give us more than we ask, and we might even provide you and your men with a guide to guide your ships through especially difficult waters. For as far back as anyone can remember, the system has been in place, enduring even after Doma was occupied by the Imperials. While the Empire has always shown little interest in our activities, with Yatsu's rise to power, that has changed. The Royal Viceroy has banned the merchants of Kugane from bartering with us or paying our tolls. With those Bakufu dogs backing her, everyone is far too... Many outside the port city are also looking to use the current state of affairs to avoid paying their dues, like the two who we just took into custody. While we have confiscated their goods without our contacting Kugane to purchase them, they are of little value to us. Thus we look to Authard. If we were able to establish a trade agreement with their biggest vendor, our worries would be over. It is, however, something we cannot accomplish alone, so I would look to you for help. Now, I am quite certain the men on the ship we seized are lying about their affiliation. Suzume, show her. This flag and the items we found aboard the vessel do not appear to belong to the East Alnar Trading Company. We must, however, be certain. We cannot risk raising the ire of a potential trading partner by attempting to sell them their own goods. Please, take the flag and Suzume's inventory list to one of your contacts at their Kugane branch and inquire as to whether any of them is from one of their ships. Words are hard sometimes. Alright. So now we gotta get our little tail to Kugane. I would just go there without teleporting, but it's easier to do that when you can fly, and we can't fly yet. That's the purpose of this quest line. Alrighty. Around this way. here we are. Merchant. Mistress Galvashrenage, what a pleasure it is to see you. How might I be of service to you today? These things. You would like to know if this flag or any of the items listed here came from one of our ships. I'm afraid I cannot help you there. Kikimo, however, might be able to tell you. She's in charge of inventory and is currently stocking our ships at Pier 1. Pier number 1? Pier hashtag 1? Pier #1? There is Kikimo. And who might you be? Ah, Mr. Galvashrenage, I have heard a great deal about you. Very well, I shall take a look at your flag and list. None of these items are even remotely familiar. It is as you suspected, you have been lied to. It's a shame you were the one to ask. Had it been anyone else, it would have been an easy thing to claim the ship and its goods as our own. Many of the items listed here are worth their weight in gold and then some. With this, those men could have easily paid the tithe several times over. Such luxurious items can be rather hard to come by, so do let me know if your friends are looking to sell any of this. We would be more than happy to find a buyer for them. Well, that is good news for them, I suppose. You've made it back safely. You have made it safely back. I hope your trip to Kugane proved fruitful. Mr. Shera, you are returned. Very good. Now, if you will be so kind as to give the flag and list back to me. It was as we suspected then. In light of Mistress Kikimo's proposal, however, not even their evident guilt can sour my mood. Indeed, this is fantastic news, sir. It is everything we hoped for and more. While certainly promising, we are not yet out of the woods. Mr. Shera, I trust we can rely on your continued support. I have a feeling we'll be needing it. Maybe eventually. Probably not on stream. Right. Before I go do more things, I need to equip new gear. At some point. But in the meantime, I'm going to dance. Now that I'm a sufficient amount of experience ahead of the game currently. The game's expected levels for both of these jobs, actually. Bold claims and even bolder promises. I should be interested to see if you can live up to them. Thank you for placing your faith in me. All that remains is to carry out our promise, ambitious as it is. So, alone you will deal with the Kugane. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kugane. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to help your cause. Seek the blue at the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting overlong for your sign. Right then. Let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Where has she wandered off to? It would have been really interesting to actually meet the real Ida at one point and really see what she was like. Like, the best we get is a side story on the Square Enix, FF14 website. They're actually a little bit of a pain to try to find, but those stories are really good, and they add a lot more to each and every character. Like, there's one for Yatsu and it has a bit of Xenos lore in it. And there's one for Fordola, and it actually has Ida in it. And so they're all really good reads, and they do a bunch of them for every expansion. So highly recommend you find them and check them out at some point if you haven't. Shira, what is it? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped that I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't even know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we traveled to Giralbania, I was in Limsa Lominsa, visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I have ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when this is over. Shara, too. And I won't take no for an answer. She still hasn't done this! Why hasn't she done this for us? What about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright, Y'shtola too once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Not that Shara would much care for tarts or cookies. She has literally no sense of taste. She ate an Archon loaf and an Archon burger back to back and said both of them were okay. Alright, I guess we're just gonna swim there. Bouncy. How do you jump out of water like this? I don't know, but screw physics. If you set your net according to the position of the moon and the rhythm of the tide, it won't take long for it to become full. Most days, I catch enough food to feed our entire crew, or Shallan on a bad day. Lulz. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Reaching the shallows. And arrived at the Isle of Becco. And there are crabs here. Large crabs. With tails. Do crabs have tails? Like, seriously, in normal, everyday, real-life crabs, do they have tails? I don't think they do. Red, blue... Wait, didn't Zorban say something about this before? I think this is the Isle of Becco, though, to be honest, it all looks the same to me. No, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Ashfan has had serious zoomies all day. It's kind of crazy. He's not usually the one with the zoomies. Roxas is usually the one with the zoomies. However, both are still under a year old, so they are both still very much nutty kittens. And there's another Aether Current just along the way, because they had to make it easy. Alright. That is number 3, so just need to find one more and then do... I think just one more quest. No, 2 more quests, and then the final quest of the area. So, and I know one of the quests, I'm fairly certain, is the one that opens up the optional dungeon. How much further do you think it is? Oh, right, I think this place has a jumping puzzle or something somewhere. Or, like, there's a quest that's a jumping puzzle. It may actually be one of the Aether Current quests, too. I don't fully remember. I just remember it was there's a quest that's supposed to teach you how to do jumping puzzles or something, and it's very weird. I have vague, distant memories. Also, that bird. How am I able to hear that bird talking from way down here? That bird is on top of the island.
Is that light I see up ahead?
I know one of the more fantastical ideas they came up with for this expansion. I really like it, though. Also, that aetherite.
Appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Yes, Sally say we are.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Hello, Soraban.
Soraban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kogin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Pleased though I am to see you again, I am confused. Were you not bound for Arthard? there'd been some complications. Of course, Sorbonne said he was a coding of the blue, didn't he? How fortunate that we find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Sorbonne about our situation. If anyone can help us, it's him. It's probably better than what I currently have on. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. Bukin? It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Buchin? Maybe it's Buchin. Because Eastern languages aren't as bizarre as English with their letterings and stuff. So it's probably Buchin. First, we must attune. Yay, we have attuned. I present to you the honored elder Buchin. You should probably refrain from addressing him by name. He does not much care for it.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Sorbonne in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
And then I'm the one who does all the talking, because reasons.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kugane covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kugane. Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Kind of confusing.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red Brothers live by the sword,
We blue Kugane uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the Divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Sorbonne, ever the merchant.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sorbonne. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Continue to think positively. Good things are happening, supposedly. May this bargain be the first of many between our peoples. Whatever it is we've got to do it. Whatever it is we've got to do, we'll do it, right? That means, I mean, what other choice do we have? I'm having a hard time reading today for reasons. 1,000 gods, found within the great and the small. Rather different from Eorzea and her 12, but I have heard stranger things. In some lands, for instance, men refuse to acknowledge the existence of all but a single god. That sounds so strange, question mark? Falcons, la da da da. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for our priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kogane relics, was in possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. Are you sure you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, you know... drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. We require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized several fist-sized sea snail shells, and freshly harvested Unkiyu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. For the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Shara, would you go and find Unkiyu and relieve it of its carapace? Okay. We will go kill. Ashfan will continue to run crazily around the room. Because reasons. Hyperactive zoomies. And we have to climb all the way up. You know, when you really think about it, the Ruby Sea is a really shallow sea. Like, the actual oceans are, like, miles and miles, or for this game's terminology, malms and malms long. But, I mean, it may be a malm. I think it's a ruby coral if it's a bit far back and swim for it. Alright, I didn't want to fight you yet, but whatever. How quick my dearest brother was to boast of his firewood gathering techniques. If only he were here to gather these shells in my stead. Oh, Alphino and that firewood. He just will never let that go. Alright, hold on. That's better. That's a much better placement for the Peloton. Actually, let me go ahead and put this here as well. There's Sorbonne. Bless us. Well, have you the Uncubed Carapace? Yep. One crab shell at your request. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once that has been completed, you will be able to freely move through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it is far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. We have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is to the west. The shellless of Suino Sado can provide you with better guidance than you would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Koji aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rain have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Quite how this blessing is supposed to keep us from drowning remains to be seen. I can hardly wait. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village where the water twists and turns, and there complete the preparations for the ritual. Whee! Thud. You don't want to go back there. This is the place, right? I'm not sure I like the look of that whirlpool. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
Well, I guess we shall do.
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine.
Whee!
The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably,
Only one way to find
the
out.
blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
These camera angles.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Go, Alice, go!
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
It takes forever to get these mounts outside of quests, but if you work at it, you will eventually get these adorable manta rays that you can ride on. I love them. They're one of my favorite mounts.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Gosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
Sure, Elise. Hello, Mr. Ray. Diving unlocked. Now we can be underwater. Hooray! Swimming and diving, you can do things. Whee! Alright. that is back that way. Oh, we'll get to it eventually, I guess. Actually, can I just do any steed underwater after this point? I'll admit I had my doubts, but this blessing is worthy of the name. One cannot help wondering what other magics the Kogine possess. This must be Sui no Sato, the Rayan village Sorbonne told us about. Right then, let's see if they can help us find the Kojine's missing jewel. I have to make a choice. The Gunbreaker arm or the Dancer arm. Very interesting that it specifically does these two. It's probably because they were... No, because... Just the fact that it gives these two random arms. Very specific. I don't know. I'll take the Gunbreaker since I'm kind of halfway maining Gunbreaker. Like, I'm doing both, but... We can now do underwater emotes! Yay! Let me go back and see if I can... do... things. Yeah, because now... Yeah, okay. So let's go back and do this quest. Let's see, I can't surface because I can't fly. Somewhere around here is a bubble I can enter through. There we go. Alright, let's go see. This might actually be the quest I was thinking of earlier. In which case, oh boy, it's gonna take me a while, I'm sure. Alright, hold on. There's the hill, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of. Ah, boy. It's so far away, but I cannot give up just yet. Oh, visitor. My, your footsteps were so light I did not hear you approach. I really could use the assistance of one as nimble as yourself. Do you see that sword protruding from the large boulder up there? I must find a way to procure it that I might accomplish my dreams. Like all the others, I want so desperately to explore the surface in search of treasure. To do so, however, I must prove to the village elders I am worthy of embarking upon such excursions by retrieving that sword. My comrades have given me advice on how I might reach it, but every time I get close, I lose my footing and end up tumbling into the waters below. Could you perhaps do me a favor by demonstrating how I might get there? Come, let us move up above, and I shall observe your lithe movements from there. I just realized this quest is to literally tell you, alright, there are jumping puzzles here. Here's how you do them. Oh, goodness. I suck at jumping puzzles, especially in the dark. I can't see anything. Sure, I can see things. Shallon can see things, but I can't see things because I do not have night vision. I could be right about to walk off the edge and I don't even know it. Do you spy the large plateau jutting out of the cave walls over there? Can you begin by jumping over to it? Let's demonstrate. You can do things. Do not call upon a mount or fall into the water. Stuff things. Alright. So first we'll just hop down here. I jumped too soon. Dang it. Alright, let's try again. I think this thing will actually hop me back to the top. Pretty sure. Yep, there we go. Okay. So I don't have to climb the thing every time. This helps a little bit. I too can make it to the plateau, but it is from there that things become tricky. Every step must be taken with calculated precision or risk, or you risk, like me, plummeting into the waters below. Jump too soon. We... just toss sprint on here since I do think I will need sprint at some point. I'll try once more with Peloton to see if I can do it. Yeah, okay. Ah, so that's how you do it. I shall give it a try. Oh, I actually made it. Okay. Cool. Cool beans. Alright. Hooray! Again, this is just trying to teach you how to do jumps and things. I am beyond impressed. You are possessed of incredible grace. It is clear to me now. One must tense all the muscles in their legs and push off from the rock to gain enough momentum to make it to the next one. You have restored my confidence. Thanks to you, I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream of exploring what the world above has to offer. Hooray! And I have an Aether Current. I'm surprised I remembered that quest. It just kind of stuck with me because jumping puzzles. All right. Now back to Tsui no Sato. Splat. Alright. Tsui no Sato is this way. You can see its dome. They are basically neighboring villages. Okay. If this is Tsui no Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression that we are not welcome here. Not up here, but there might be something else up here. There is nothing up here. I climbed up for nothing. However, somewhere around is the guy I'm looking for. Ah, here we are. Chirp chirp. This otter. This otter plays triple triad. And this otter is the biggest cheater you've ever seen. And I don't just say that because I'm bad at triple triad. Lols. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We've no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Shara and Alice. We are looking for the overseer of Suinosado, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor would I ever claim to be one. I am the high priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we are looking for. Great. We need your help. We are looking for this jewel called the Yasakani no... Stop. I will hear no more. I will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp chirp. Quiet, Isobe. There will be no donga for dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suinosado is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we reign enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our ways of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so it shall ever be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. We must consider the wishes of all who call Suinosado home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Pray do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Come on, we all know the otter approves of us, and we know the otter is the true leader of this village. Oops, didn't mean to talk to Alice. Oh well. And so it continues. Another village and another deaf ear. Clearly, Garalbania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. And all these weapons that I'm not going to make use of. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and its still filthier clientele.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
I mean, do you really blame her?
Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Just giving her a good view up the skirt, probably on purpose.
My appetite for your agony is as an abyss, bottomless, insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the, what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, Brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
You have fun with that, buddy. You can certainly try. Everywhere we go, it's the same. Go away, we don't want any. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but some stupid part of me can't help hoping for the best. Let's double check. We do, in fact, have the last one. You are a woman from above. I am Kugane, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks the strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as you to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered drew forth instead a terrible spirit, which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths from within from escaping. However, it will not hold much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, woman of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. I will see that she is kept from danger. Thank you. Truly, I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now, please follow me. We must go speak with Shiosai. We must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we all regret. Chirp, chirp. And you are? I was just here earlier. You kicked me out. Chirp, chirp. Lady Kugane, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was of you to entrust another with our secrets, much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this woman has some hidden power capable of delivering Suenosato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain from requesting this woman's aid. You have the right of it. Very well, I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If she fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. That's a neat way to do her eyes. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass into Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located. In some deep, dark cavern. Not to worry, I shall show her there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. Whatever happens, please see no harm comes to the princess. must traverse the seas. Into the big, deep, dark trench. It's funny that Tsuino Sato is so far away from Shisui of the Violet Tides. It's kind of like big old separation. For very little reason. Turquoise Trench, here we go. She's here, somewhere, down here. Way down in the depths of this trench. Okay, so maybe it is pretty deep. Like, I still feel like it's still relatively shallow compared to how deep actual oceans are. But I guess they couldn't make it much deeper because, you know, freaking... You know, you can't do much in video games. They did manage to make this really deep, though. And somehow we're not being crushed to death down here. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, Shara. Though he may not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there is not much time left. Let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. And now we have this optional side dungeon. I love how it looks like a bubble down here. Alright. Let us register. And while we wait, we will go back and work more on this main scenario quest. 12 minutes, huh? Good thing there are these crystals down here glowing and lighting the trench up. Although this is still enough to make some people have panic attacks. Especially with how dark it gets down here. Oof. This is the way we need to go. There's some red coral. You know, I don't think I've ever actually seen coral in real life. Never been to a coral reef. Right. Oh, well, there's my pop. That didn't take nearly as long as it said it would. As long as this healer and DPS get in. Come on. Come on, healer and DPS. There we go. Alright. Fun new place to be. Quick little dungeon sweep. All the critters. we have a Reaper. Okay then. We also have a White Mage and a Dark Knight. I've seen a lot of people playing Dark Knight lately, and I feel like it's just them trying to beg Square to be like, please make Dark Knight good again. Still sad no saber dances. There we go. That before I lost my proc. Now it got me aggro. We're still fine. I don't think I have Fantaxy yet, so spam that without having to worry about it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We just have more friends. First boss. He decided to make himself Kester. Which, to agree, it actually is kind of neat when they do that, because since we are technically a silent protagonist, it kind of makes sense. Why are you targeting me for whatever you're targeting me for? Attempt to conserve energy. Alright. Give me some HP back. Being a Reaper at this level is probably painful. I'm curious if he's dead, might as well just focus on that. There we go. Alright, might as well need that and pass on that. Do we have two Ara dudes? I don't know if Castir is, so our Dark Knight is. I think our healer is as well. He might be an Elezen, but... Wow, you just wanted to pull everything, didn't you? You have lots of faith in our healer, I suppose. All the noise of everything getting hit. Earrings. I'm just gonna hang out near this box. Yeah, we all know what we're doing. Hooray! Yet they wander into the middle anyway. Alright, don't target me for the following AoE thing, because that's annoying. Oh, you are gonna target me for it, aren't you? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, it's not following me. Alright. Back by my box. It's dead. Okay. We done. Fending. Might as well need agreed that. Pass on the earrings. I might not get... Oh, I did get them. Cool. Alright. Our Dark Knight's in pain. Alright. I think we'll be fine. That's why I don't play healer. I don't like the pressure. I don't like how much it stresses me out. Striking. Do not need. Healing. Do not need. Do not need any earrings. Definitely don't need casting earrings. Shara does not magic. Like, at all. She has no actual ability to manipulate either. She's basically a Garlean. And here we have arrived at final boss. They went ahead and pulled. Hooray. Really like this music. Like, this is still my favorite boss music of the entire game. Like, dungeon boss music. Like, Endwalker had a pretty good jam, but I mean, I still don't think any of it beats this. This is just pure hype. Plus, in Endwalker, I think its mid-boss theme is more fun than the end-boss theme. Like, the end-boss theme is good, but not as good. So much dropsy. Person got a bone stack. At least it was our tank. All these levels. And I also got my dancer level, so I can switch back to Gunbreaker. Alright, commend. I guess I'm commending the tank then. Alright, I do not need that. I will read that. I got it. Okay. I got 2 commendations somehow. I don't know, I guess because maybe one was an apology. It's like that's entirely possible that one was an apology. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. You saved them, Shara. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shiosai has carried her to Suinosada, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Also, I have job quests to do for both of these now. Whee! Alright, almost made it back, and then it dragged me all the way back here. Whee! I might do a New Game Plus of the Gunbreaker quest line with Shallan, or maybe even Shalana at some point. Possibly. We'll see. I wonder if you can New Game Plus the crafting quest lines. So that would be an option that I could do for Zare. Yes, I have that many alts. I also have a bunny girl. I'm insane. I make this many alts. Alright, we are almost there. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Suino Sada will be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time I came clean. Long and short of it, she reveals that she is actually the Ruby Princess. Stuff and things. Of course that's better. Yeah, I'll just take this one. And there's a whole little quest line about how she's actually the Ruby Princess and stuff, and we gain their favor, but for some reason things still aren't 100%. People still don't entirely like us. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I feel like they put that in, but then there's no real resolution to it, in my opinion. Like, we gain the favor of the Ruby Princess, and yet at the same time we still don't really get anything out of it. It's kind of weird. Everywhere we go, it's the same. Go away, we don't want any. You'd think we'd be... Okay, she already said that. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Shara? Try talking him around. Ask villagers. Sorbonsuno's here. Maybe we should ask him. We find some red koji and encourage them to talk. That's a Shara thing to say. The thought of administering a little encouragement does have its appeal. I would need to be convinced that the Red Koji knew anything before resorting to violence. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife. We were wondering, do you have any news from Doma? If so, we would very much like to hear it. May I ask why? If he must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard not from her since then. 'Twould be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. We know Yugiri. She came all the way to Eorzea. Kami be praised, she lives. She lives. We are looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's all right. We had no idea she hailed from Suino Sado. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yansha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When then the Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who only wanted to keep her people safe. Surely there is something we can do for these people, they who gave her aid and succor when no other would, because we have to use that phrase every other second. Ah! I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatana you seek, we may yet be of assistance. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light it shimmers with the divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light, under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in our prayers. And when you next see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Brothers? Yugiri has brothers. I don't think we've ever met Yugiri's brothers. May the kami speed you on your journey. I would so dearly like to hear more of your adventures with my daughter, but I understand that time is of the essence. Go now and use the lamp as I told you. Ah, but be aware their light only shines for short periods. Alright, out we go. There's one more current to find. And then one more... I wonder... It's probably on... Yeah, it's somewhere on the Isle of Zeki. We'll come across it, I'm sure. How long ago did this ship sink? Leave this area to me. If this wreck is the self-same vessel of which Sorbonne spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Shara. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. Use the lamp. We'll just, I guess, replace the Aether Compass for the moment. Let's see. Though you cannot say for certain, you think you glimpsed the flickering light in the distance. You spy a flash of light, you are getting closer. The flash is unmistakable in the dark, but you are still unable to pinpoint its location. Just a bit closer. There, peeping out beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Helps when you've done it a few times. Also helps that the area to search is not enormous. Alright, let's go ahead. Oops. And stick that there. Okay. We go find Alice again. Does Lee still say leave the area to me? Yep. I found it. You don't have to be looking anymore. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Sheriff? As a matter of fact, this is it. The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Sorbonne described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Do not need any of these things. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I'd say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Shara. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kogin. Whee! So this is Tsunosada. We don't need to be stopping by there. There's the other bubble. And there's the entrance from up here. I knew there was one from this angle. It is good to see you again, my friends. Have you brought the Magatama? What do you think it will be? Some sort of secret weapon or elaborate plan? I can't wait to find out. We fulfilled our end of the bargain, now it's their turn. You are returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Yep, there it is. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kogin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as yourself is to invite further fortune into our homes. Gladly we will aid your cause. All is ready. Sorbonne, give them what they require. Is this a ceremonial knife of some sort? Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kogin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. The Kogin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Red in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kogin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Asari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright. Great. How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of the 3 most coveted treasures of the Kogin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others, and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault. More or less. The Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suinosato. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. This is going to work, I'm sure of it. I just hope Gosetsu and the others are alright. Right then, I'm not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight. The bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Game's just like hint hint, nudge nudge, there's a trial coming up. Oh, goodness. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too, let's do this. Right, not left to say then. To the Isle of Zeki. Right, let's go find that cave. Sail past Suinosato again. With all the side quests to be done if I ever start falling behind in levels again. Although I think at this point I'm fairly safe. I don't know, we'll have to see when I get closer to the end game. Although the main thing that I wanted to tank for is coming up. I am a little nervous because it has been a while since I tanked it, but it is like the most fun thing to tank in my opinion. I hope you didn't waste too much energy swimming here. Once the fighting starts, I doubt we'll have a moment to rest. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight to the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan once we get to the Isle? How about the two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault? Afterward, the other two would join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me, I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Shara to be one, given her peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I'm inside, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Right then. Come on, Shara. We got work to do. Whee! See if we can find that last Aether Current while we're here. Right. Isle of Zeki has some really tense music. It's kind of crazy. Alright. Hold on. Which way? West. Keep going this way. It's close-ish. goes due west. Now, how we get due west is a good question. Go up and around. Past this dude who's just kind of chilling here. Pretty sure it's up this way. Yep, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Hopefully I don't get anyone else's attention. We just have to finish up the area, and then we will get that final quest, or final current, and we can fly here. Whee! There we go. Sneak behind him. Time to make some more noise. Elsewhere. Continue to make some noise. I don't want to kill the Ray. Don't notice me, Ray. I don't want to kill you. You're nice. I like you. There we go. Alright. There's someone just chilling out up there. Lols. Aside for sore eyes. I hope Alisaie's alright. Sure, Elise, can you hear me? I found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. Up we go. This guy is very inattentive. Leave me alone. I'm just getting everything's attention. Wee. Alright, it left me alone. Okay. Come on, you red bastards. Is that the best you can do? There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. It sounds like a whole garrison is headed straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Alright, Lisa, you're looking a little creepy with that smile.
Seize them!
boy, now comes this part. Lulz. Out of nowhere.
What in the world?
Now the question is, where is the ether that's supposed to be making the summoning happen?
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures.
It's like, where's the ether that's supposed to be giving him
All
life?
great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kugane.
It was I who made you whole. Are you a worthy foe?
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault?
Yes, we did.
How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
Hopefully I'll get to do the thing I want to do for this particular trial. Fingers crossed. Reason why I want to tank it. There he is! Look at him.
We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
Oh, just one in. For some reason I thought there was two. Okay.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
It is indeed, Lise.
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Yep, that's my job back there.
Make way! Make way!
Meanwhile, we're jamming out to this awesome music.
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
Are you a worthy foe? That's all Shara cares about. go find the girls. Hopefully not attract too much undue attention. Oh. That thing is here. Fascinating. Anyway. We should definitely talk strategy before we do anything else. That was not a part of the plan. A Kugane Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. Though I am sure there's a perfectly logical explanation involving the aether stored in the treasures and the religious fervor with which the Kugane guard them, or something. Pity Alphina wasn't here to provide it. Just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear if Soraban and his people knew this might happen. No, somehow I doubt that. Even the Red seemed surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of capricious fortune, doesn't it? Then the same goes for him. We'd have to defeat that primal. Long sword, battle axe, great sword. Okay. As before, our numbers limit our options. I wish we could claim to have some brilliant. I wish I could claim to have some brilliant plan, but I don't. All I have is a desperate one. Least, you and I will do our best to draw the Kugane away from the primal. We'll lead them on a wild dodo chase all over the isle. The rest of the plan, I'm afraid you can guess. I'm sorry, Shara, I truly am, but neither of us can even approach Susano, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Well, who knows? She does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decide to take a fishing trip to the Far East or are surprisingly close by. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point in putting this off. They're just like, so much cheek in this. Just like, hey, trial, friends. A weird explanation as to why they're here. I don't know. Alright, pool tribute now accessible. Before I register, I'm gonna actually run off to Kugane real fast and equip some new gear. Since I'm a tank, it should pop relatively quickly. Maybe? We'll see. Oh, but I am nervous about tanking this. I have not tanked it in a while. Okay. Gear. I have a new gunblade. Tanking hat. This. 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 Alright. Do I have any new... I have a ring. That's all I have, okay. Let's go repair what else I have. Actually, first, we'll just switch to Dancer, put on the new gear from that I have. It almost worked until I got to those shoes, and the shoes are just like, nope. Okay, also, okay, I don't have a new weapon for Dancer, okay. But, alright. Go repair crap real fast. And register for that trial. Whee! Turn that off. Turn on full tribute. See how long it takes to pop. And try not to lose my mind or my nerve. Ooh, boy. And the the meantime, let's just climb this thing again. See how far up we can get. But maybe I can just... Well, nah, I mean... I do know how to tank. It's just, I don't know. It just makes me nervous. Not as nervous as healing does, but just making sure I'm doing things right is a little bit nerve-wracking. Remembering to pop my medications and remembering to angle it just so. Learning what the tank busters are. It's all these things to keep in mind, but I've tanked this before. I can tank it again. It's just been a hot minute. Didn't miss that. There we go. To the balcony. I can still mess up on any of these remaining jumps. I think I've messed up on all of them at least once. Hey, I made it! Hooray! Now I have on-stream evidence of how I get up here. But see, like, you know, last time I was struggling so much. Today I think I fell off maybe once. Just like, It's taking an unusually long time to pop, but I guess not many people are running Pool Tribute and or Trials in general. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can get this time. I think I might have jumped a little too soon. Nope, I made it! On-screen evidence that I made it. Yay! And just in time. Well, you got my pop. Now for me to lose my mind. Hopefully, no. Be positive. It won't be bad. It won't be bad. You'll be fine. You know where your things are. You know where your provoke is. And all your mitigations are down here. Don't Superb Glide randomly and freak the healers out. Oof. You can do this. You're fine. You're fine. And this is this character's first time here, so things happen. Yeah. Yay, someone else who likes this one. Now we have to watch him be summoned again. New tank. Yes, I am quote-unquote a new tank. Give him the thing. Yay! They're gonna do the thing for me. Yay! Thank you, Dorito. Question mark.
the rebels begin! The seas part for we alone!
Alright, that be alright. It's that person.
The seas part for we
Alright, not to
alone!
pop my too many mitigations at once. Oof. That, ow.
How our hearts sing in the chaos!
Alright, give me the thing. Give me the thing. I need the thing.
Wild and pure and forever free!
Give me! They want me to have it. Yay! I'm pushing! I'm pushing! Ah, you took it in front of me. Okay. There are orbs for me to catch. Yeah, we did 1 and 1. That's fine.
Resilient souls, I salute you!
Okay.
Earth and stone at our beck and call!
I didn't notice whose cup it was. Although I'm tanking, so really, I'm just tanking. And now the music has changed. Okay. That's fine. I had the mitigation on. I'm good.
The seas part for we alone!
This part again. coaster. Pretty sure. GG. TY. Pluto is not a planet. Pluto's a dog. Ah, they're all gone. I'm sad. They all left me alone. They didn't even give me a chance to commend anybody. I'm sad. Oh well. How many did I get? I got 3. Not bad. Not bad. I didn't do absolutely terrible as a tank. Yay! No reason to be nervous. I'm good. I'm fine. Meanwhile, off the coast of Othard.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold.
From 3 people.
The vault breached by outsiders, and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it.
Yep, we did.
Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing, but if your mind is made up, then that is that.
Tansui, stop being so wishy-washy.
I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Tansui's just being all sorts of wishy-washy, covering every single one of his bases.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
I would think Tansui's sandals would be hard to fight in. Just saying. Wooden flip-flop platform things.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I had hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
I mean, she's already getting nothing from you, so...
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord Hien, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
Confederacy. They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside.
The way they made that pure luck is a little bit like, why?
The Kami are not finished with you yet.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on us.
It's okay. It's dead. Brammel's dead. I continue to kill gods.
Susanoo is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Yep. And here I am. That was a fun diversion. Still not the foe I seek.
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kogin occupied until the Confederacy make their move?
Sounds like a plan. Although I think they already have.
Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Maybe we can find Gosetsu again.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Really? You want to fight me after I slew your god?
Hear me, Kogin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you. Only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her. She can handle herself.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
Now, Alice. There's plenty to go around. And I'm just randomly here somewhere in the water. Whee! Alright. There we go. That was real nice how they saw me being a new tank and they were just like, let her do it! Let her do the thing! At least once. The warrior took the other time. But still, I got one. I got to show off what I wanted to show off. My whole reason for tanking that. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get away and dive again. So we can travel by mount. Get over there a little faster. And Susanoo, I think, is still probably my favorite trial in the game. There are a lot that I find fun, but Susanoo is just always stands out to me. Has fun music, is just an overall very fun boss fight, especially if you tank it. Technically, anyone can do that thing where you catch the sword, but it's just best for tanks to do it since they can have the, you know, the HP to survive being crushed at the same time the DPS are DPSing. I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kogine following us. We'll wait here. I'm going back for Alice. She stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. And that was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. Lise. So I've got to go back. If we lose her, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. This was my fight, not yours. I knew from that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Alice. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? Oh, for the love of... This is stupid! You're embarrassing yourself! And me! Shut up and let me have this. I'm shoving my boobs in your face. Right, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. They didn't follow you, did they? I gave you enough time to escape? Good to hear my selfless act of heroism achieved the desired effect. You needn't worry, by the way. I'm not intending to make a habit of this. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? No, wait, those pants aren't as good as what I have on. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. No, it's nothing that won't heal. How about you should go after Lise? I don't think we can get to that sightseeing spot until after we can fly, which will be shortly. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman Catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. I missed the stairs. Oh well. Just because Shara can see in the dark doesn't mean I can. Ugh. What was it Thancred once said about battle scars and maidens? Not worth repeating in polite company, I'm sure. Alright, not here. Ah! Oh! You're not an Imperial. Is it over? Kami be praised. I was certain she would have had us all killed and burn Asari to the ground, or kill us after making us watch, or barricade us in our homes before putting them to the torch. But after the way she was treated her entire life, you know, almost one cannot blame her. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and could not regain my feet. I thought for sure that we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Back already. What have you learned? At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lys and speak with him together.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Domo shall be free. This we swear.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, We will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
Do my best. And I don't know if that's better than what I already have. I'll go ahead and just take it. It's not like I need the materia, so. And now we can fly. We can fly, we can fly, we can fly, we can fly, we can fly. And since we can fly, let's go ahead and just grab this. Since it's just right in front of us here. Alright. What are these? What is this? Okay, that's Palace of the Dead. Okay. That opens up Heaven on High. Which I'm sure I can drag her to floor 50 with the help of some friends. And do that stuff at some point, if I ever really want to. What do you do? Heaven sent. Oh, I think you... Okay, you unlock the Kogine as a beast tribe. We'll do later, maybe. I'll definitely do the Ananta with her so I can get the false nails. This is it. We're finally headed into the heart of Doma. I can't help but be a little nervous. According to my map, the plains of Yansha lie to the west. Of note is the one river upon the shores of which Doma was built. But, I think I will call it here for the moment. I have been streaming for quite a while, and I am rather hungry. So, in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Never cease to be amazing, and if I can spell, bye for now.